It's a month into the new year already, and you're supposed to feel a time of joy, connection, pumped about the goals that you've set for yourself, and really your New Year's resolutions. And hopefully you're sticking to them. Just by plain statistics alone, though, you're probably not, because everybody quits by the second Friday of January. So that's pretty tough, right? So, you're supposed to feel motivated and chasing the goals and everything that you set to accomplish in 2025. But for many of us, it can feel like the opposite. So if you're feeling down or you struggle to stay motivated, you're not alone. This time of year can bring up a lot of feelings because you've already promised yourself at the beginning of the year that you were not going to quit and this year would be different and you were going to accomplish this, that, and the other thing. And you've already lied to yourself and just completely given up. Or you've had a couple bad days or a bad week or bad 2 weeks. And because you had those bad few weeks, you just bag it all together and says, fuck it, I'll try it next year. So, it can turn into stress, sadness, it's really tough to start over, but that's what you need to do. And that's okay. Just because you're starting over, it's better than just continue going down the wrong path, right? So everything is not perfect for everybody. No matter what they look on the outside, you have a lot of stuff going on in your life. You might miss a loved one, might be worrying about money, or just, fed up from expectations. But whatever the reason is, just know that your feelings are valid. Now, even though this is really tough, there's still a way to make the most out of this. So this can be a chance to set yourself up for something better. Take control of your days and build momentum that will carry you throughout the year. So let's talk about how to do that. Start small and stay consistent. When you're feeling low, it can be hard to find the energy to do anything big. That's all right. The key is to start small. Do one positive thing for yourself every day. It doesn't have to be that complicated. So don't make it that way. Maybe it's a short walk, 5 minutes of stretching, or writing down 3 things that you're grateful for. The point is to show yourself that you're worth the effort. Consistency is more important than intensity. Those little actions add up over time. They create a sense of routine, and routine can be a powerful tool for getting through tough times. Plus, when you keep promises to yourself, even small ones, it builds confidence. You can start to see that you trust yourself to show up no matter what. Focus on your body and your mind. Staying active is one of the best ways to fight off sadness. Physical activity doesn't just help your body, it helps your mind too. I've spoken on this in previous episodes on the channel. Work out for your mind, not for your body, and you'll be more consistent. Exercise is what releases endorphins, the happy chemicals in your brain. You don't need to train for a fucking marathon. Just move your body in a way that feels good. Get outside, hike, shovel snow, do a few jumping jacks in your living room. I don't give a shit. Read a book that inspires you. Listen to a motivating podcast or write in a journal. If you're dealing with tough emotions, writing them down is going to help you process them and feel lighter. You got to set goals that matter to you. This is a great time to think about what you really want for your life, especially if you've already quit this year. Not what others expect of you, but what really matters to you. Not your parents or your grandparents or whatever they did or what they want you to do. Let's just be honest. 30, 40 years from now, they're not going to be here anymore, and you're going to be on the tail end of your life and sitting and wishing all the things that you wish you could have done that didn't because of somebody else's opinion, that's going to feel really shitty. I can't imagine living a life and not doing what I want just because of someone else's opinion. Because like I said, in the end, they're going to be dead anyways. I wouldn't let that influence me, and you shouldn't either. So what's the one thing that you've always wanted to do but you never made time for? Maybe it's learning a skill, starting a hobby, improving your health, or quitting that job that you hate so bad and starting your own company. Whatever it is, just make it your focus. Set small, specific goals that move you in that direction. If you're learning guitar, practice for 10 minutes a day. If you want to get healthier, replace one sugary snack with a piece of fruit. It's not rocket science. Just do things better than you normally would. These little steps create a sense of progress. And progress is very motivating. It shows you that change is possible. So, get ahead of you failing your New Year's resolutions and start working on your goals. Stick with it. Start with 1 week and then turn into 2 weeks and 3 weeks. You can't make these big shiny resolutions then just give up and go back to regular scheduled programming. You can't do it. By starting now, at least you still have the rest of the year. There's only 8.5% of the year that's been that we've went through so far this year. So just keep going. And you have that added motivation to continue to go throughout the year. Think about where you could be by the time summer rolls around. If you start working out now, you'll already be stronger. If you start that creative project, you already have something to show for it. This isn't about being better than anybody else. It's about giving yourself the best shot at the life that you want. And remember that you deserve more. Sometimes we get stuck because we don't believe that we deserve better. But you do, I promise. You deserve to feel good about yourself, to have things in your life that make you happy and proud. And the way you get there is by showing up for yourself, even when it's hard. You don't have to do it perfectly. Nobody does. I sure in the hell don't. But you can do something. One step, one choice, one moment at a time. Keep moving forward. And before you know it, you'll be ahead of where you thought you actually would be. So, this year, give yourself a gift. The gift of effort. The gift of care. The gift of believing in your own potential. You're worth it. And when summer comes around, you'll be ready to face stronger, happier, and more confident than you've ever been. In just a few short months. By staying focused, cutting out any distractions you have in your life. If you have toxic friends, getting rid of those relationships so you don't fall back into your old habits. And you'll be way better off in a few months' time, I promise. That's it for this week. I'll see you guys next time.